This is about a long distance relationship.
Mm-hmm.
For keeping us apart. The government too. Is it somebody overseas?
Yeah, they were overseas, and now they're here.
Huge. Whoa. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. What?
Yeah, I got married like 4 months ago. You didn't know that? You're like, this has not in my notebook.
This has to be in my research.
That's not in my notes.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that like a known thing?
Yeah, I posted about it.
Wait, why the
I try
fuck
not
is...
to like to advertise, you know?
My boyfriend's from Australia. We had a lot of government problems.
Yeah, so you know what it's like.
Yeah, the visa was crazy, dude.
Yeah. Nightmare process.
It's very hard.
Nightmare process. Like we were going through so many different options on like how to live together in the same place. And like, I mean, like a full year at least of just like going through everything and like talking to lawyers and this and that. And by the end of that time, we're like, we're going to get married anyway. Why don't we just do it now?
Yeah.
You know? And then it ended up being this like gorgeous, beautiful, spontaneous, amazing thing.
Hey, mazel tov.
Thank you. Also, like this happened right before the Brent stuff started rolling out. And like, I didn't want to like distract from all of that, but actually we'll be posting something really soon about it to this song and the government too, because obviously
I couldn't understand fully. And then like,
yeah,
it all makes sense.
yeah. So it was written about my now wife who we were trying to figure out how to make it work. And all we wanted to do was just live in the same place, like in the same city. And how just silly and ridiculous it is to think that something as like abstract and like and devoid of emotion, or not abstract, but something as like overarching and devoid of emotion as the government has a say in like the most human interpersonal thing ever, love.
Yes.
Like the fact that the government can tell me who I can be with is crazy. And obviously there's like way worse like issues in other countries that like have real laws against like people being together. But yeah, in this situation where there wasn't a real like cultural barrier, it just felt bizarre. And then we were like, let's just fucking get married. So it's like it's funny that that like there was this really intense song about it, and then we kind of solved the problem shortly after. But at the time it was like this really romantic like problem that we had, you know? And it was so simple but so complicated. And also the metaphors in the song I'd still love. Like, eyes closed, I'm in my own little lifeboat a few hundred miles off the West Coast, wishing I always had you close.
It's just so much better when Zach says it out loud. Feels
yeah.
better.
Oh my God. And then the second verse, did you know that the continent's sliding and 10 million years we're colliding, because she's German. And like, obviously the continents are moving on the tectonic plates. Pangea. And did you know that the continent's sliding, 10,000 years we're colliding, at least we won't have to be flying because we're just flying back and forth to see each other all the time. Isn't it nice to imagine? Honestly, the thing that really got us through the whole thing was like imagining that this was just a funny story we were going to tell our kids one day.
Wait, that is... How long were you guys apart?
We never spent more than like a month and a half apart.
Were you going there? She was coming here?
She was mostly coming here, but I went there for Christmas last year.
So are there any songs on this album about her?
Yeah. So, I mean, A-Frame started a lot because we really like fantasized about it. Like online, people are calling it like homesteading, you know, like living off the land and like moving into the wilderness and like farming and having animals and like chickens and like doing cute, wholesome shit all the time.
You're doing that?
No, no. I mean, like that's like the dream, not legit like farming or like running a farm, but like I want chickens.
So you want enough to live?
Yeah, and
You're not going to kill the chickens. You just want them to make eggs.
No. Like,
Are you sure you thought about that?
yeah, yeah. I think everyone who's like seriously considered like getting chickens has thought about, would I eat them?
But like, you
No,
know,
I thought about getting chickens for my house, and I never once thought I'm gonna eat them.
No. Not I'm gonna eat them, but would I eat them?
Like in an emergency.
No, I think
What
maybe
are the
if one got
circumstances?
Or like for Thursday night dinner.
if one got sick and died, you know.
Why do you want to eat a
sick chicken?
eat a sick
Okay, if
chicken?
it died of
worse.
natural causes, old chicken.
Okay. I mean, do you really, probably the meat's
It's
not
just
great.
weird. That's like a whole nother conversation of like pets versus animals.
Totally.
eating Blah, blah, blah. But anyways.
You want to live off the land one day.
Yeah, I have this fantasy of living off the land, and me and my wife share that. And so A-Frame was like, we stayed in this beautiful A-Frame, Chelsea and I, writing music, and I was like, she would fucking love this. And we also like, Chelsea and I have talked about like things that have become Brent core over the years, and like so many things that we associate with the world of Brent being like, yeah, like we're in nature and summer camp and like reconnecting with ourselves and watching movies and being cozy and log cabin, pine trees, like all these things that became like a part of it. And then like, I feel like the furthest in that direction we went was like chopping wood, flannels and chopping wood. And so literally it became the bridge of the song, but originally it was the pre-chorus. And it was like, we'll drive out on I-90, right?
Yeah.
I-90. We'll drive out on 90, get some bundles of wood.
Dude, and then the whiskey by the fire, like
Yeah.
No, gin.
gin. I'm so sorry.
Sitting by the
gin.
fire with a bottle of gin. Baby, it's your world. I'm just happy you let me in. I love that song. It's a genius. It's not to toot our collective horn, but
If you want to call it
it's
genius, then I
genius.
guess.
Ow.